Welcome to this bumpy homebrew tasting. So what I have is my supposed to be session IPA, WHAM BAM. This was my smash beer. So came in at 5% ABV. It was supposed to be 4.8%. This is the one I hit all the numbers on during my brew day, but still, the yeast went through it pretty quick. And I used that Belgian yeast, and it was just malt, Maris Otter for the malt, and Amarillo hops. I used 3 ounces of Amarillo. Pretty much did it as a New England style IPA, so pretty much all the hops went in at the end of the boil. Just pour this out of the keg. It had a fairly tight white bubbled head. It's kind of gone down to just a ring, but it is leaving some decent lacing. The color on this is kind of a straw to a pale gold, and it's got some chill haze to it a little bit here, but it's fairly clear for what it is. It's not supposed to be hazy. It was supposed to be clear. Anyways, the aromas. It's really big on the Belgian yeast that I used. Get a slight bubble gum. Some other fruity esters coming up, so it kind of does come off like juicy fruit bubble gum. And I cannot tell if any of that is coming from the Amarillo hop or not. It smells pretty much like it's mostly just the yeast. So anyways, cheers, going for the first swig. On the IBUs on this were supposed to be around 43. So, first thing I noticed, I mean, it has a decent carbonation. This is definitely on the medium carbonation. Kind of medium going into like a light body feel. I am picking up on some of that like Belgian yeast notes in the flavor, kind of coming off like the juicy fruit bubblegum a little bit. After that, I started to pick up on some of the malt flavor. Kind of a grainy flavor from the Maris Otter. The bitterness really isn't coming through all that much. There's a balancing bitterness to it, I'll say. So this doesn't really come off to me like a session IPA. This is more along the lines of the flavors that you might find in a saison a little bit. So I will be back. I'm going to put this through my BuMpy 50-point inspection. Alright, so I'm back. My dogs now want to go inside. They wanted to come out before. Now they want to go back in. So the numbers for appearance, I gave this a 4 out of 6. Just the head on it, I was hoping would kind of last a little bit longer. It does leave some okay lacing, but there's that, and then the clarity. I mean, even though if it warmed up more, it would be more clear, but it does have that chill haze to it. So yeah, 4 out of 6 for appearance. For the overall aromas, I gave this a 7 out of 10. For my flavor, it's kind of knocking it on the hops, the aftertaste a little bit, and it's because it's not really coming through as, like I said, a session IPA. This is more along the lines of a saison. So I gave this a 13 out of 19 for flavor. The body on it I thought was pretty good. It does have a nice feel to the body for what it is with the 5% ABV. In my overall, because this did not turn out anything like what I wanted it to. Well, I was expecting some like kind of bubblegum notes when I made it, but I was hoping the hops would kind of shine through a lot more than they did. I obviously have to use more Amarillo hops to make that happen, apparently. But overall, I gave this a 5 out of 10. And for Bumpy Road's homebrew, Wham Bam Session IPA, I'm going to give this a score of 34 out of 50. This is a B beer. So, cheers, guys, and thank you for watching.